Hello, I'm Michael Diamond. You're watching Muscle Central. Make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications. All right, I discussed it in a recent video about Derek Lunsford not doing the Arnold Classic this year. And the more I kick it around in my head, the more I believe that it's doubt. See, I think he questions whether he'll be able to beat Nick Walker at the Arnold. Now, as it stands, Nick Walker is really the hands down favorite going in. Highest placing Olympia competitor. And yeah, there's some good talent in there. But right now, unless Nick Walker fucks up, and which is unlikely because it's pretty consistent. Mr. Consistency, if you would. It's his show to lose. I think it's going to be a battle for second down. Now, Derek beat him at the Olympia. Derek plays second, Nick places third. But the truth of the matter is, those placings could have been flipped around. A lot of people feel that way, have stated it. I'm talking about people in the industry. Now, I'm not by any means disputing whether Derek should have gotten second place or not. I am just saying that it could have been flip-flop. It really could have went either way. The physiques are very different. Now, coming second place in the Olympia, you're the second best bodybuilder in the world. And it would have pretty much establish you as the biggest threat to the champion the following year. I think Derek understands in his own head that the placing he got could have been switched with Nick Walker. That in itself, I think, puts a little doubt in his head. Nick Walker, on the other hand, has no doubts whatsoever. He has total confidence in what he can do. He goes into every show firmly believing he's going to win. He goes there to win. So Derek already has in his head that he could have lost to Nick Walker in the Olympia. It was a possibility. And going into the Arnold, I think he has doubts that he can beat Nick Walker. That in itself is not good for Derek. Let's say he goes into the Arnold Classic and he doesn't beat Nick Walker. He comes in second, but he doesn't beat Nick Walker. Already, that's going to take some luster off his him coming at the 2023 Olympia. Yeah, he placed second of the previous Olympia, but he just loses to the number 3 place at the Olympia. So he pulls out. He wasn't scheduled to compete to begin with. He decides he's not going to do it. He's going to just ride it into the Olympia. So he already has this some doubt in his head already. He knows that his second place finish at the Olympia could have been a third place. Why else wouldn't he jump into the Arnold? It's a $300,000 payday. Even if he comes in second place, it's $150,000 payday, and it matches the Olympia's second place. Makes no sense. He's worried about losing to Nick and losing some steam going into the Olympia. Now, what happens? I mean, and it's expected for Nick Walker to win. Now, what happens to Derek's head if Nick Walker steps on stage, come the Arnold, not only wins, the moment he steps on stage, that's it. Everybody knows who the freaking winner is. And it's possible. He's not good. And even though we have some guys that are potentially very, very dangerous right there, none of them, I think, are ready to really push Nick at this moment, maybe down the line. So now the scenario is he steps on stage and he just blows everybody's mind away. There's no doubt he's the winner. And you win the Arnold, you're considered one of the favorites to win the Olympia that year. And that's the way it rolls. That happens. What does that do to Derek Lunsford? Excuse me. What does that do to Derek Lunsford's mindset? I'm really looking forward to seeing Derek and Nick go at it again this year at the Olympia. I think Derek has doubts in his head. I think Nick is super confident, and a spectacular, not only a victory, a spectacular victory at the Arnold is just going to drive him even more. And early prediction, not Olympia winning prediction, but I do think you're not going to see Derek ahead of Nick at this upcoming Olympia. However the placings fall, you're going to see Derek behind Nick at the 2023 Mr. Olympia. All right, you might agree or disagree with what I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, turn on those notifications. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.